piece of shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm calling her that because the mayor of Puerto Rico gets on there and she hadn't heard this. And she's being interviewed by somebody from some news organization. And they ask her, hey, did you hear about these comments? So she's hearing them live for the first time. She's, in disaster zone. Puerto Rico is a fucking... It's a wash.
It's awful.
It is horrible.
One of my coworkers has her whole family's there.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's awful. Yeah. It is awful. They got hit twice in 1 week.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But no, this lady gets on there.
Yeah, no power.
No power, no water,
nothing.
No food.
Yeah.
And this lady gets on there and talks about how, she's being interviewed. And, they say, well, here's what the White House had to say. It's a great news story. And the mayor of Puerto Rico quite literally lost it on the air and said, no, this is not a good news story. This is a people are dying story. This is a people can't get water story. This is, she basically just dressed down the White House.
Good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you have so many completely clueless motherfuckers?
Yeah, it's like he has an entourage of
idiots.
Zombies following him. Like, you couldn't pay me to say that.
No, I'm not going to get out there and talk about how great of a news story this is.
No.
This is not a great news story.
It's not a story,
Well, it is a story. It is a news story, but this is a tragedy.
Actually happening, yeah.
Right. This is not a comedy. This is not a fucking feel-good story of the year. This is not something you make a fucking Hallmark movie about.
This is a great story.
Yeah. This is something you shut the fuck up about and you dig in and go save some people's lives.
To be helpful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't get there and try, and I understand what they're fucking doing.
Capitalize off of someone else's tragedy.
Right.
Yeah.
They're trying to use this horrible tragedy as a means to steer the the news narrative.
Off of the fact that our president's a dumbass.
Well, off the fact that our president is trying to fuck us.
Or let things slide by under the radar while we are distracted.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Doesn't work that way. I'm going to call them out on it.
Game in the book.
Yeah, a lot of people need to call. And you know what? You call anybody out on it. I don't care if it's Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, whatever. Call them out if they're saying some stupid shit. But yeah. Oh, that's a good news story.
Wow.
No, not a good news story. No. The only thing good about it is that not everybody's dead. That's the only fucking thing you can say that's good about it. Not everybody is dead yet.
Some survivors.
Yeah, right. You have some survivors down there, but my goodness.
I did hear that Mark Cuban is using the Mavericks jet to take supplies to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's some true... that is the good that you can get out of this story, is that there are actually people who are really... who really care, who actually, use...
Are doing what they can
exactly.
to help. Yeah.
Right. Using their position of power, money, wealth, or whatever... influence or whatever to actually do something for real.
Mark Cuban is a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I agree. Mark Cuban actually gives a shit about people.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
If every fucking billionaire in the world gave a shit about people, there would be no hunger.
We wouldn't have to worry about it. Yeah. It's not that hard.
Not that we can prevent hurricanes, but
no, but we can sure prevent people starving to death because of a hurricane.
Right, and we could prevent more disastrous weather by being more conscious of our, global impact.
Yeah, our carbon footprints and whatnot.
Yeah.
No, we're getting too liberal for these people, I think.
Oh, you think so?
Jeremy's going to hear this shit and fucking flip his wig.
Let him.
Yeah, that's why I said fuck.
Come on. Come at me.
You shouldn't have went to Russia. Alaska. Oh, man.
There are some things that really shouldn't be considered political. They should be considered common sense, and climate change is one of them.
Right. Yeah.
Is not. I don't understand how anybody can make it a political issue as far as
the only
this side thinks this, and
right.
that side thinks that. It's happening, people.
Yeah. People are talking about get out of here. We've only had so many hurricanes, and we had this many hurricanes a few years ago. So yeah, but you're kind of missing the point. If you look at the size of the hurricanes 20 years ago versus the size of the hurricanes now and the frequency, I think we had like 4 storm of the centuries There's a dog. We had like 4 storms of the century. What? Over the course of 10 years? We've had 4 in the course of one hurricane season this year.
Yeah, and it's not even over yet.
And we're not done yet. Yeah. And
yeah.
these things are getting fucking enormous.
Worse and worse.
Irma was huge. Harvey was huge. What were the other ones?
Huge.
Huge. Seriously, a very, very huge storm. The biggest.
Best.
The best. I know a lot of storms. Anyway.
He's our leader.
Yeah. Take me to your leader. Can we take you to the... Can we take you somewhere else? You see, this guy's our leader.
Will you take our leader from us?
Yeah.
Please?
If I take you to him, will you take him with you? Please. Oh, man.
That one was for you, Juanita.
It would be something if Juanita was actually listening. She'd call in. Why are you burping?
I heard you burp, you nasty girl.
Oh, man.
That's what she would say.
Yeah.
She hates my belching more than she does my use of the word fuck. And that's saying something.
That is saying something.
Yep.
But she's old school.
Yep.
Which doesn't make any sense to me. You would think both of them would be just as offensive.
Yeah, well, if you have to rate them, my belching comes above me using the word fuck. And I use the word fuck a lot.
Yeah, you've used the word fuck like 10 times in the past 3 minutes.
Good thing we're not on the actual...
Testicular radio, as Jay likes to call it. Yeah.
FCC be finding us up.
Man. Federal Communications. Oh, man. They would not like me. I couldn't do it. So I'm trying to get... I'm looking for different odd jobs and different work and whatnot. I'm trying to get on this... I did get on this website for voice acting.
Oh, you'd be good at that.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think I have a pretty good voice.
I sent you a link for something like that like a year ago.
You did, and I clicked that link, and I thought I bookmarked it, but apparently I didn't. So I'm gonna have to go back through all of our years.
It's done now. That was a temporary thing.
So. Was it a temporary thing?
Yeah, it was like a casting call type of thing.
Well, see, I've asked another one of my buddies who does voiceover stuff. He's like, you just got to get on Google.
Google that shit.
I was like, really? All I can do is get on Google. So I get on this thing. I get on the site, and I was filling out my profile and all this stuff. And it's, well, you need a headshot. What the fuck do I need a headshot for? It's voiceover work. Yeah. Have you seen some of the voiceover actors?
No.
Exactly.
I don't really care.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking hell, this is my voice. I mean, I can understand how you need to clip your voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfectly understandable.
Right.
I'll do, whatever. Make all my different voices, all my different accents, all the different bullshit that I do. Perfect. I get it. Why do you want to see my face? So you can be scared shitless at night?
What does that have to do with anything?
What does it have to do with my voice acting talent?
Yeah. Just send him a picture of me.
That's what it is. Like, yeah.
Smoldering. I'll do the confused, constipated model face.
I want to talk about that for a minute. I'm going to come back to that. So we're going to write that down. Model face. We're going to talk about that because, anyway, model face. Okay. So anyway, I'm doing this thing and it tells me whenever you need a headshot. So I'm like, fuck, I don't have a headshot. And I try to go use one of my profile pictures on Facebook, upload it, whatever, and it comes back and says, no, not good enough. Can't tell that's your face. What? So I contact our photographer friend and said, hey, how much headshots? She said, for you, free. Yes.
A blowjob.
Whoa. No blowjobs. No, I'm not giving blowjobs. That's all I'm saying.
Aww.
Not for a headshot.
No? For $1 million? I'll do it.
No, this is no indecent proposal. You ever seen the end of that movie?
No.
The couple split and he wants to kill a guy. So,
yeah.
No, this is not a decent proposal. We're not doing that.
Okay, $10 million.
Nope. If some dude ever came up to us, some Robert Redford rich motherfucker ever come up to us and said, hey, I'll give you $10 million to sleep with you. He wouldn't even be able to finish that sentence before I stabbed him in the throat. I said, how about you give me $10 million to take you to the hospital before you fucking bleed out?
$10 million? I think we could work something out.
No.
That would make so many problems go away.
No, it wouldn't. It would make so many problems arise.
No.
Yep. No. Nope. Not funny.
Well, if anybody has $10 million.
Anybody has $10 million, you want to get stabbed in the fucking throat, you're more than welcome to.
I want to get stabbed in the fucking throat.
You're more than welcome to show up, and I'll stab you in the throat.
Just give us some money.
Yeah, just do that, and we'll call. Just give us money, and you can tell everybody you did, but we'll know that you didn't.
Anyway.
So model face. Oh no. So this thing, right?
Ouch.
I'm doing all this stuff, and then I get to that point. I'm unable to finish my profile because I can't unload a picture. So I start browsing for jobs anyways, and I see a couple that I think I would like. So you got to buy bid points for $1.
Quit.
Yeah, quit it, dogs. Silly dogs. You have to buy. You have to pay money to apply for jobs.
Isn't that a contradiction in terms?
Kiss my left nut. I'm not giving you money for you to maybe hire me. That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. So yeah, that was one of my disappointments for today. Some weird noises.
You could just do a selfie against the gray wall behind you, and that could be your headshot.
I tried, and it didn't work out so well.
It's because you don't take enough pictures of yourself.
Nah, I don't take any pictures of myself, really.
Call Kim Kardashian. She can give you some pointers.
Give you some pointers on how to badly Photoshop myself.
Take a good selfie.
This is my ass.
Selfies are hard. Have you ever tried to take a picture of your own ass?
No,
That's really hard to do.
Well, I appreciate all the ass pictures you send me. So
you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, so yeah, Moana. I watched that, and I gotta say, The Rock was actually pretty good.
I know, it's my favorite role of his.
I'm shocked.
I don't have to see his face.
Yeah, but I'm shocked that he was actually good at that role.
Yeah, because he's not a great actor, but
right.
I know. I that's my favorite. Not saying a whole lot because he's not my favorite person or anything, but yeah, that is his best role.
Right. I mean, I saw him in
Maui.
Yeah, I saw him in The Other Guys, and that was good because he was in there for a very brief, the first 10 minutes of the film, and then he's done, which was okay because the character he was playing was like an over-exaggerated jerk-off, which, I mean, come on, it's kind of how that's how people perceive him, perhaps.
Right,
yeah.
Right. Yeah, anything other than flexing muscles, I don't see what he's good at.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really mean, but...
I know. Well, no, because I've seen, I saw that San Andreas. That was a big pile of dog shit.
Yeah.
It was a bad movie.
Yeah.
And I've seen him in other... He was in Get Smart.
Was he?
Yeah, he played Agent 23.
Oh.
And so, dude, his delivery is bad. He seems robotic.
Yeah, he's just not the best.
Right. So that's why I was concerned when somebody told me that they hired The Rock for a fucking cartoon show. I'm like,
especially
really?
Voice acting.
Right. I mean, he has a difficult time acting, period, and then you're going to put acting. Yeah, it's like the worst part about him. You're going to put on, that's what you're hiring.
Yeah. His delivery. Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah.
But it's easier to edit also because
you
don't have
maybe
to worry about the visual editing.
Right. Maybe that's what it is.
Piece it together.
Yeah. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
They said, hey, say these lines 10 different ways. I wonder how many takes. That's what I want to know. How many takes it took to
Does
get...
it take to get to the center?
Yeah. So we're going back to model face.
Okay.
Let's go back to model face. I want to meet... That's okay. I want to meet the photographer that said, I'm going to take your picture, but when I do it, I want you to push out a fart, squeeze your ass together, and then the face that you're making while you're squeezing that fart in is the sexy face.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't get it.
I don't either. And I mean, I don't know if the problem lies in the consumer, because isn't advertising, I mean, isn't that supposed to be regulated by the consumer? Like supply and demand,
Well, you would think. Yeah. But I don't get it. I don't understand. I've never seen model face and thought, I want to look like that. If dude model face, woman model face, I have never seen